How do you define green energy?
Abhishek, generally aeroplane flies at 36,000 feet. Why?
How feasible do you think this concept of artificial rain is, as far as the air pollution and air quality in Delhi is concerned?
What are the factors that are behind this migration, human migration?
Since the budget has been announced, finance companies' share prices are increasing day by day. Can you tell me what is the reason for this?
May I come in, sir?
Yes, come in.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Please be seated.
Thank you, sir.
Please give a brief introduction about yourself.
Yes, sir. Sir, I am Abhishek Sehra. I am from Jaipur, Rajasthan, and sir, my village is situated in the Karauli district of Rajasthan near the town Shri Mahavirji. Sir, I have done my class 10th and 12th from the Dausa district of Rajasthan and have done my graduation from Indian Institute of Technology, Mandi in Mechanical Engineering stream. And since 2022, I am preparing for Civil Services examination.
You didn't go for the campus placement, or it didn't materialize?
Sir, I didn't go for that.
You didn't go for the campus placement.
Yes.
And you have opted for geography, isn't it? Any special interest in geography?
Yes, sir, like I am able to connect it with the real life and also the location of my college that motivated me. For example, when I read something in the book, I'm directly able to connect it with the landforms in front of my eyes. For example, the meandering of rivers and the folds of the mountains. So that took me towards that.
Okay, Abhishek, how do you define green energy?
So green energy is that type of energy which don't utilize the fossil fuels. It is basically utilize the sustainable development goals. So it is
What are the indicators on which green energy is measured?
Sir, I'm not sure about it, but mostly it is on the emission side and also the how long effect it will take on the environment, and it tackles the development along with the environment. So
there is a concept of green GDP also. Do you have any idea what is green GDP and how it is worked out?
Yes, sir. So green GDP means how much a particular nation is how much utilizing particularly the green technologies.
Are we working on green GDP in India?
Sir, like we are having the lot of projects regarding the renewable energy, and also like we are focusing on the cyclical economy. So on basis of that, we can say that yes, we are focusing on that.
Okay. Have you studied the budget presented by the Honorable Finance Minister?
Yes, sir.
So there are two concepts. One is India AI mission. Have you heard about this?
Yes, sir.
What is this mission all about?
Sir, this mission is to promote the artificial intelligence technology into the India's research and development, so to have a greater outcome and also to support our industrial revolution 4.0 and to have a greater say in the global scenario about the technology.
There is a concept of AI future skill also as contained in the budget document.
Yes, sir.
What does it mean and what does it talk about?
Sir, I'm not sure about it. Can I make an attempt?
If you know, then you make an attempt.
Yes, sir. Like it is regarding the training and the skill development of the students and the youth about the artificial intelligence and also the other technologies that are related to it. For example, the machine learning and data sciences, which will support the artificial intelligence program.
Okay. The budget also talks about Deep Tech Fund of Funds. Have you heard about this? Deep Technology Fund of Funds.
Sorry, sir. I'm not.
You are not aware of this. So tell me, what are the key features of Indian Space Policy 2023?
Yes, sir. So the main aim of the Indian Space Policy 2023 was to increase the share of India's space sector into the world. For example, presently to increase near to $60 billion and also to have a more private investment and collaborating with the New Space India Limited and also some other organizations such as Antrix Limited to have a more global outcomes for that and to support the investment in the space sector region for a holistic development of nation.
Don't you think that engagement of private players in the field of space is fraught with grave dangers?
Yes, sir. Like the issue of risk always remains if the private sector will come, but with more regulations and also the technology.
How government has been able to deal with this issue?
Sir, I am not sure about that.
Sure. Okay, thank you.
Abhishek,
Yes, sir.
your title is Sehra.
Yes, sir.
What is this? What is the meaning of this title?
Yes, sir. So it is the name of our clan,
Okay.
and it was related to the Sirra, which means the fames and the reputation. So on basis of that, it was derived.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Abhishek, you belong to Jaipur,
Yes, sir.
and your parents, they are from Karoli, then Bharatpur. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Are you familiar with Bharatpur?
Yes, sir.
Tell me something about the significance of Bharatpur.
Yes, sir. So Bharatpur was earlier known as the Lohagarh region because after lot of foreign British invasion, they were not able to capture the Bharatpur fort because there was a moat or a lake around the fort, so that creates the difficulty. And so it is located in the eastern part of Rajasthan and is well connected by road network and to the Agra and to other states. And so third is it supports the greater economy, as the wheat production and the sunflower production of the Bharatpur region is very much greater in terms of agriculture suffice.
Abhishek, we do have Golden Triangle, which connects Delhi, Agra, and Jaipur. And from Agra to Jaipur, it crosses through Bharatpur. But as far as tourism is concerned, Bharatpur is not very popular. Why?
Sir, it is mostly due to the popularization. For example, Bharatpur has the national bird sanctuary, the Kevladev sanctuary. But sir, in recent time, the tourism has been increasing because of the support of government and the Department of Tourism of Rajasthan. So on basis of that, we can say the situation is improving.
Abhishek, generally aeroplane flies at 36,000 feet. Why?
So can you repeat, please?
Aeroplanes
Yes, sir.
flies at 36,000 feet. Why?
Sir, I don't know the exact reason, but one reason is, sir, this is the area of the jet streams. So they are mostly from the west to east side. So it provides a greater speed, and also the saving of fuel is more in that particular region. So that is why, and also to avoid the mountains and all. So that is why the great height is being used by the aeroplanes.
And do you find any kind of relationship between isotherm and troposphere? Isotherm and troposphere? Do you find any correlation?
Yes, sir. Like the troposphere is basically the zone of the atmosphere, and sir, isotherms are basically the same temperature zones. So on basis of that, also like this thing depends about the.
Are you familiar with Ramsar sites?
Yes, sir.
Tell any Ramsar site in Jaipur or Rajasthan?
Sir, it is Kevladev Bird Sanctuary. Yes, sir.
What is the significance of that?
Sir, because it hosts a huge amount of the migratory bird species, for example, the Siberian crane and the kuruja. So, and in every December they visits, and also it is a zone of the water stagnant there, so that provides a more ecology support to those nations for a breeding habitat.
And outside Rajasthan, any significant Ramsar site?
So sorry, I'm not able to recall.
You don't have much idea about that. Okay, no problem. What is the size of India's coastline?
So it is near to 7,500 kilometers.
And what about nautical miles?
Sir, as per United Nations Convention on Laws of Sea, it is near to 300 kilometers about for exclusive economic zones. Nautical miles, sorry, not kilometers.
Nautical mile, not exclusive economic zone. It is nautical mile.
Yes, sir.
So 12 nautical miles, what do we mean by this?
So they were the territorial waters of India, in which we have a greater say and also sovereignty. For example, if some foreign vessel is entering that, they need a specific permission for that. Without that, it will be arrested by our
So
Indian
if we convert 12 nautical miles into, that is kilometers, what will be the kilometer?
Oh, so sorry, I'm not aware.
You don't have idea about that. No problem. Last question from my side. That when we think of Agra,
Yes, sir.
then we have to look beyond Agra, go beyond Agra. What are the important places surrounding Agra?
So first is the Fatehpur Sikri, and so second is the Sikandra region, which was the Akbar has ruled that part. And sir, also like we can connect it with Bharatpur. It is only 1 hour distance from Agra. So that.
What is the size of Buland Darwaja?
So sorry, I'm not
You are
aware.
a student of geography now.
Yes, sir.
You should have known. Why it is known as Fatehpur Sikri?
Sir, I'm not sure, but it is related to the medieval times. Like Fateh means to win a particular region. So on basis of that, it has been named.
What kind of win? Something must have been annexed or won. You have visited Fatehpur,
Yes, sir.
but you have never cared to know about the history of
Sir, I
Fatehpur
was very
Sikri.
small that time. So
Some
that's-
dargah is there.
Yes, sir.
Whose dargah?
So Khwaja Chishti Moinuddin's dargah is there. Salim
Salim
Chishti's
Chishti, no problem.
dargah is there.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Abhishek, why do rivers meander?
Sir, it is because of the pools and the riffles that created, and also the velocity which determines the meandering of river. For example, in the river does not meander much on its youth course. It meanders only on the mature stage and the old stage. So on this basis of that.
What are glacial lakes?
So glacier lakes were the lakes that are formed due to the melting of the glaciers in the high topographic region. So these are basically the
Okay,
source
so
of.
recently a survey was conducted in the state of Uttarakhand, and some glacial lakes have been identified, and these are potential threats which may turn into a disaster any day. So what is the issue from a geographical point of view?
Yes, sir. Like, sir, we are in an era of the anthropogenic climate change. So the issue of the melting of glaciers has been prominent, and also, like, the more the glacial lakes are forming, they provides the vulnerability to the glacial lake outburst flood. And also, sir, the moraine stagnation is also being impacted due to that region. So that's why it's proposed is a
Right,
threat.
right.
For example, a Vishnugad project, which has been rushed out by the glacial lake outburst floods. So on
Okay.
that basis of
So Abhishek, the results for the Delhi Assembly elections are out. Very soon we'll be seeing the new government formation.
yes.
So what are the challenges for this new government when it comes to power? Top 3 challenges.
So first is the cleaning of Yamuna. That is a very big task, because since years we are being listening about for the different governments in their memorandum. So this is an issue. So second will be of the Parali issues of the surrounding region of Delhi, and to control the pollution in the
Air pollution
Yes, sir.
is a challenge. And third?
And the third is regarding the migration, population and the urban development. For example, the ghettoization of the city is been happening at a very large scale and with a great intensity. So that will be a challenge.
Okay. So what measures would you like to recommend to solve these problems? One unique measure for each problem, starting with this problem of air pollution.
So for air pollution, we can have, so for specifically for Delhi, we can have the new technological invention for the divider based air purifiers that works on the solar energy and also the wind that has been created by the cars. So
How feasible do you think this concept of artificial rain is, as far as the air pollution and air quality in Delhi is concerned?
yes, sir, like the artificial rain can provide a better solution, but sir, on environmental side, if we consider, it is not considered as a good measure in a long term.
Okay, what about cleaning Yamuna?
Yes, sir. For cleaning Yamuna, sir, it is more needs for regulation. For example, the different drains are being draining into the Yamuna and also the industries. So we have, so the government has to collaborate with the other states also. For example, UP and Haryana for that.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Abhishek, we constantly hear this debate that the pay gap in the private sector industries is huge. On one hand, the average salary of the employees is on the lower end of the spectrum, whereas the top officials of the private sector companies are earning 500 to 600% more than the average salary of an employee. How do you suggest we bridge this gap?
So to bridge this gap, we can have a regulatory measure, for example, the labor code that determines the minimum wages for a particular kind of work, and also based on the qualifications of employees. And sir,
See, the problem still remains. You will be able to quantify the minimum wage that is required to be given for a particular work, but what about the upper limit? If the upper limit keeps on going up, the pay gap will still remain.
Yes,
do you think that the government should intervene?
sir, not much, but the little amount of intervention is needed for that, to regulate that sector.
Okay. My last question to you, do you think that we should also have the system of pensions in private sector industries
Yes, sir.
on the lines of the government?
Yes, sir. So for example, the recently government has introduced the pension for gig workers. So it will, sir, support the economy in a long term. For example, more the disposable income with the population, it supports the economy for a long term. And okay, and we can consider that the revenues of the expenditure of government will increase, but for a long term it will support the economy, because it will increase the consumption of the economy and also will support the private sector investment.
Don't you think nudging the private players will be a more sustainable solution?
Yes, sir, that can be.
Thank you.
Sir.
Abhishek, discussion was going on over the Bharatpur and the International Bird Sanctuary,
Yes, sir.
where every year in winters the migration birds come over there.
Yes, sir.
So, how exactly they locate the place Bharatpur after traveling 10 to 11,000 kilometers?
Sir, I don't know the exact reason, but one can be on the basis of the group pathways that has been used by birds since ages. And so second is the breeding habitat and the particular temperature location which that birds can sense. For example, for a breeding, it requires a particular warm temperature that in the winters as compared to the other locations. So that might Bharatpur provide.
In between, such similar locations might have come over there also, but they never landed over there.
Yes, sir.
They exactly come and land at that place itself.
Yes, sir. Sir, like exact, yes, we can say that, but it is the majority that comes to Bharatpur region, but also to other places also it's come. For example, in my village, which is in Karauli district, there also we have seen the Siberian cranes breeding sites. So it is basically on the feasibility which these regions provide. So I can consider that only, sir. I don't know much about it.
Okay, anyway. See, if migration is going on, then let's talk about the human migration also. What are the factors that are behind this migration, human migration?
So there are 3-4 factors. For example, the push and pull factors, like for example, the misery and the economic conditions motivates the migration. And so second is the psychological aspect. For example, for a rural population, it is a psychology that we should go to urban space. For example, it provides the better opportunity for health, education, and the economy. So on basis of that, we can say.
So is this good pattern, or need to be some ideas need to be given for change of this pattern?
Sir, it is a good pattern, but we should have a plan to their settlement in the urban area. For example, we should plan the urban areas accordingly, because more population towards urban area increases the economy at a large.
But it's affecting the rural economy also?
Yes, sir. That is an issue that we have to consider. Yes.
Anyway, solid waste management is also one of the serious issues among all the issues. So, what are the steps through which we manage the solid waste management?
So the first step is the producer responsibility regarding the collection of the waste. Like we have e-waste management rules for that. And so second is the segregation of the garbages. For example, the garbage is collected at a particular place, plus segregation is not happening, which is creating the problem in the recycling part. So that is the thing. And so third is the awareness generation, and that is a major part, because to segregate and to have a better recycled economy, the awareness generation is the part. And sir, fourth is the investment into the recycling sector to promote the cyclical economy. So that are the solutions for that.
Do you know about Farrell's law?
Yes, sir, I know, but I'm not able to recall it right now.
It's related to what? That monsoon or what? Or wind pattern?
So sorry, I'm not able to recall.
Anyway, see, child labor is a serious issue in India, and there has been the Child Labor Act 2016.
Yes, sir.
What provision in specific is there which is different from the other provisions given over there?
So there were provisions regarding the age of a child. For example, the child cannot work for a particular hours or more than particular hours, and there is a provision of a 1-day holiday in a week. So on basis of that, we can say these were the major changes that has been. Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
You've recently, I'm sure you read up on the budget.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me which articles of constitution deals with budget?
Ma'am, first is the article 110 that deals with the money bill, as budget includes that. And ma'am, second is article 112 that includes the finance bill, which is also recorded, and also the annual financial statements. I'm not able to recall that particular article. But
Okay.
yes.
The theme of this year's budget was Viksit Bharat.
Yes, ma'am.
What does it entail? What are the basic aspects of it?
And the basic aspect of it is to support our economy to reach a developed nation by 2047, and also to focus on each and every sector, and also to each and every citizens of India from high to bottom to top. So that were the major.
But it has certain aspects, as in certain promises were made. I'll just give you an example, like zero poverty was one such aspect of it. I'm asking those aspects.
Ma'am, I'm not sure, but can I make an attempt?
Sure.
Yes, ma'am. It is regarding for the export promotion to have a say in the global markets. And second is the private sector investment into the economy. And third is to suffice our agriculture and to modernize agriculture at a large. And fourth is, ma'am, regarding the new technologies, for example, AI and also the small modular reactor for the nuclears.
Okay. Since you mentioned small modular reactors, India has offer from small modular reactors from two countries, America. America also wants to share the technology. Similarly, there was a group of people who have come from Russia. They also want to share the same technology with India. Can you tell me what is this technology that they're talking about? What is this small modular technology?
Ma'am, it is more the decentralized based technology rather than the large modular reactor, because it also most feasible and the cost friendly. As for a large modular reactor, they need to be installed at a particular place, but the small modular reactor can be made in the factory and its component can be assembled. So that is the major reason, major technology that has been used.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So, since the budget has been announced, finance companies' share prices are increasing day by day. Can you tell me what is the reason for this? Like finance companies like Bajaj Finance, Hero FinCorp, etc.
Ma'am, one reason is because of lowering the taxes and also rationalization of taxes and the disposable income. For example, the 12 lakh has been made the tax free. So it will give the more hand in the public and will increase the investment. So more loans will be taken. So that is why their share has been increasing, I think.
Okay. You're interested in dancing, as I can see from your DAF.
Yes, ma'am.
So, and since Western dance you've mentioned, can you tell me what is the difference between hip hop and break dance?
Ma'am, hip hop is the large group of dances and break dance is a part of that. Hip hop is based on a culture that has been developed in 1970s in America, and break dance is just a part of that.
Okay. There's one more dance form that I'm also really interested in. It's called capoeira. It has a very rich historical background. Can you tell me the rich history of this dance form?
Ma'am, I'm not aware of that.
Not aware of it?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
No problem. Since you're from Jaipur, can you tell me what was Jaipur's contribution in the revolt of 1857?
Yes, ma'am. Like Jaipur and also the nearby region have participated. For example, there were freedom fighters, for example, the Tara Chand Patel, that have directly countered the British forces, and also they marched toward the Ajmer, which was the major center of the British. And also the local kings were supported the rebels.
Which kings did support the rebels?
For example, the king of Jaipur also provided some fund, and also some local businessmen have provided. For example, the Jamna Lal Bajaj, they all. Yes.
Okay. Last question. What is this Chabar port deal that we have with Iran?
Yes, ma'am. The Chabar port is our long-term aim to promote our transport and the connectivity with the Central Asian region, bypassing the Pakistan, and also it provides it also supports our string of diamond necklace policy of India to counter the Gwadar and the China's presence in that particular region.
Central Asian or European?
Ma'am, it will tackle the both. For example, it supports the INSTC program also, and also connectivity to the Europe will also be feasible with that.
Okay. My last question. Recently, USA has imposed quite a bit of sanctions on Iran. Do you think that is going to impact our Chabar port deal?
Ma'am, presently under Mr. Donald Trump, I cannot say much about it, but in the past also the sanctions on Iran were there, but the deal of India with Chabar has been feasible till date. So I can think that it will continue that.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
that's it. Thank you.
You have immense interest in dance, isn't it, as I can see. Now tell me, which dance form can best explain the working of Indian bureaucracy?
Sir, it will be the popping style.
Explain it.
Sir, in popping style, basically there was the movement of the freezing and the locking of the muscles, and that creates a jerk motion. So that's what our bureaucracy works. For example, we found a problem, and on basis of that reaction, we provide the solution. So basis of that, we can.
Okay, thank you very much, Abhishek. Your interview is over. You may go now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. May I come in, sir?
Yes, come. Sit down, Abhishek.
Thank you, sir.
When is your interview, Abhishek?
Sir, it is on 27th February.
27th February. Which attempt is this?
Sir, it is third attempt and first interview. Yes.
So how was your experience with us today?
Sir, it was good. Like in some questions, I was felt a bit tensed. That
No, you are a good candidate. There is no major issues in your performance.
Okay, sir.
By and large, you handle the questions well and to the best of your abilities. But certain places we could notice that there is a tendency to enter into the area of guesswork.
Okay.
Some questions you have answered just without much thinking. That should not happen. It's a test of a personality,
Okay, sir.
isn't it? It's not a test of your knowledge. Knowledge has already been tested. Just you are called in person to see various dimensions of your personality, and honesty is very important in that.
Yes.
Whether you are really honest to yourself or not, that is seen by the way you answer questions. So make sure whenever you don't know, doesn't matter. Admit clearly that I don't know. Wherever you have partial information or partial inputs available with you, then with a caveat you can always say that if you permit, as you have said once or twice also,
Yes, sir.
and then go ahead,
Okay,
isn't
sir.
it? But so many issues are there, like 1857 and all that. Your opinion was entirely different from the reality,
Okay,
isn't
sir.
it? So that is not true. Then your issues like Viksit Bharat, you know, the parameters are there. You may not be remembering all parameters. 5 parameters are there. So at least you should be knowing 1 or 2 parameters.
Okay.
And then the target, and then whether it is achievable or not, and what are the challenges involved in this. So a general question about what questions will be asked is very difficult.
Yes, sir.
Solid waste management also, we wanted more animated discussion. In fact, from the very word first, we asked you a question about the green energy part of it, or the competition of GDP, green GDP and all that. These are very general questions which is expected of an aspiring candidate, from an aspiring candidate like you.
Yes.
But it's okay, but you explained to the best of your abilities, nothing wrong in that.
Okay, sir.
But wrong was that once or twice where you tried to make a guess, particularly in the context of 1857 and all that should be strictly avoided.
Okay, sir.
Then again, you are a boy from Rajasthan.
Yes, sir.
So from geographical perspective, a lot of questions are there, and you are aware what are those issues. Just update your knowledge and information on that. And very general questions are also asked, which probably you immediately may not be able to think, like zoning of earthquakes, which agency zones it, the distance between the moon and the earth,
Yes, sir.
and the speed of sound. Those basic fundamental questions which to class 10th, 11th student is expected to know. Such questions are also asked. And recently IMD has celebrated Indian Meteorological Department,
Yes,
has
100
celebrated
years.
its 150 years. You are a student of geography. It is very much relevant to you. What are the achievements of the IMD? And I don't know whether you have heard about this atomic clock or not.
Yes, sir.
You have heard about that.
Yes,
No?
sir.
So this is a recent development, how we are developing our own Desi network to accurately have our own Indian Standard Time. So questions related to that, what are the
Okay, sir.
various issues involved, what is the navigation with Indian constellation program and all. So IMD and ISRO, 2 things are very important, which is apart from your theoretical knowledge,
Yes, sir.
2 things are very important from India's perspective.
Okay.
So their role and all that, go through it. That is one area. And budget is another area. So many issues are there in the budget. We asked you a few questions, but prepare comprehensively. We got everything you will come to know about through the budget only.
Yes, sir.
So budget prepare thoroughly. Your allocation is not important, how much allocation, where and all that. Percentage wise, if you could remember, it's okay. Even that is not important. Important is how you look at the various provisions.
Okay,
So why such a provision has been made? What is the future of like AI? What is the future? Startup. Why the startup, new thrust is being given on the startup. Startup is nothing new in our country, but this budget has given a new direction to the startup. That is fund of funds. When deep technology fund of funds, when you speak, it is for that purpose only. How robotics and AI is getting prominence in the larger world context. So that you should prepare, and net zero and all that, your energy issues and overall climate change issues. Geography student are expected to know.
Yes.
To the very mundane questions about the Himalayas, which is the highest peak in India, outside India, and tectonic, what do you mean by tectonic movement? Because basically you are an engineer, isn't it? Mechanical, you said, no?
Yes, sir.
You are a mechanical engineer. Geography you have taken for the purpose of convenience, isn't it?
Sir.
So very general type of questions you should be prepared to answer.
Okay, sir.
So how Himalaya was created, what is Gondwana land, what is Angara land, these kind of things, and your river system in India basically, and the mountain system. These and then you are a good candidate, no doubt about it. Your communication skill is also very good. You could communicate your ideas very confidently, not an issue. Only tendency was somehow try to make a guess.
Okay.
That should be avoided.
Okay.
That should be avoided, and then answer to the best of your abilities. Wherever you don't know, have the temerity to say, sir or madam, I am not aware. Better it's there. How about your dress? You are going to wear this dress only?
No, sir, I will change.
You will change the dress. Okay. Go in a dress which looks really good on you,
Yes, sir.
and you will do well. Have confidence in yourself and be your natural self. Go with a positive body language, smile on face, you will do well. Any questions from your side?
No, sir, not much.
Whatever is possible, you see, there is no end to acquiring knowledge.
Yes, sir.
So whatever you have read, just be cool, calm, composed. The very fact if you remain nervous and start brooding over uncertainties, then whatever you have learned, whatever good things you have learned, you may forget also at the crucial time.
Yes, sir.
So just be cool, be composed, and do your best.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
All the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, that's all.
Thanks.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.